Hello, welcome to another episode of the duo group Iron Man. Last video I just did a bunch of skilling. I also started some Herblore. Right now I'm just using up the rest of my Herblore supplies in my bank. 38 Herblore, now I can make prayer potions. I made all of the prayer potions I could make and now I'm just giving Mudkip most of them. He's the PVMer and needs them more than I do right now. He's given me some gear but I don't need it anytime soon, so I haven't bothered taking it out of group storage. But he also gave me some volcanic ash. I have a lot of ultra compost already, but it's nice just making ultra compost in the big compost bin every time I go to the farming guild. Just gonna AFK at sand crabs for a bit while I edit my previous video. Ammonite crabs have been really packed lately, especially around this time of day. It's almost 11 AM right now. It was sorta hard finding a world here, but ammonite crabs have been a lot worse. Well, I've been training fletching for a while. I kinda got distracted so I didn't show it, but I got to 67. I need about 1,000 more maple logs for 69 fletching. I haven't collected from my kingdom in a few days and I just put some more money in this morning, so hopefully I have enough right now. Yeah, that's not nearly enough, but it's better than nothing. There's 70 attack. I've just been AFKing at sand crabs while I edit the previous video, so I guess since I have 70 attack and strength, I can move on to defense. I think I'd like to at least get 85 combat before I start doing Slayer, which won't be for a while, which I won't start Slayer for a while, so it doesn't matter too much, but I guess it's better to have some decent levels for when I do quests and have to fight bosses. Okay, Mudkip gave me some maple logs that he got from Kingdom. This should definitely be enough for 69 fletching. And there's 69 fletching. Now I can grab these out of the group storage and string them. You can't use normal bowstring for crossbows, so first with raw beef you have to cook it into sinew and then spin it into crossbow strings. And now I can use them on the rune crossbows. Heck yeah. Unfortunately, I can't equip one because I don't have the range level for it. Just realized he can't equip it either. He has 60 range. And you need 61. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic. Okay, so that's one of our goals down. The other two goals right now, for me at least, is to get the crafting level for glories. I can just get 76 crafting and boost with a mushroom pie to 80, and that would get us glories. And the other goal is to get to Cerebrews. That one's definitely gonna take a while, but to get there, I'm gonna need to get my farming up and just plant as many herb seeds as I can. And one way to get my Herblore up is to do diaries. As you can see, I only have one diary done, and I have a lot that I can do. I know the Osiris guide says to use all of your lamps on prayer, since you can do farming contracts and that gets you a lot of herbs. But I don't need prayer levels, but I do need Herblore levels, and it's pretty hard for me to do contracts right now. Plus, I'm the skiller. So while Mudkip can go do Slayer and get lots of bones or ensouled heads, I'm gonna be the one doing Herblore more. I don't really need prayer levels that much, so I'm just gonna be doing diaries. But there are some requirements I need to get before I can do diaries, so let's get those first. Okay, I have a lot of quests that I need to do, and I need to get 60% Arceus favor and 40% Shazian favor. I can't do all of the medium diaries, but I can do most of them. But before I get into doing questing, I want to do the Lumbridge diary. I can do the medium Lumbridge diary, which gives me the Explorer's Ring 2, and that gives you 3 daily teleports to the cabbage patch near the Falador farm, which makes doing farm runs a lot easier. Up until now, I've just been using the pest control teleport, and then taking the boat to Port Sarim, and then running to the Falador patch, which obviously isn't very efficient. I just realized I need 50 range to complete the Lumbridge medium diary, so I guess for now I'm just gonna do what I can and then go do some quests, and then when I'm eating dinner later or whatever and I need to AFK, then I'll like go to sand crabs or something and get my range up. I need to bake bread for this diary, and fortunately I can just buy the ingredients right here. Just get some water. And done. That was easy. I have to get a Slayer task from Sheldar. Trolls. Not bad. I'm gonna have to complete that at some point because for one of the Mauritania diaries, I have to get a task from the Mauritania Slayer Master. Yeah, it's for the easy Mauritania diaries, so I'm gonna have to do that. I don't think I'll be doing the Mauritania Medium diary because that requires doing the Lair of Tarn Resorlor mini quest, and that's just really painful without Slayer rings. So I think we should work towards getting Slayer rings first. That's all the tasks I can do for now. I could just go to the Abyss to craft the water runes, but I might do that later. Mudkip says he might have a water talisman, so if he does, I'll probably just use that because it's a little bit easier. Okay, I'm just gonna do a birdhouse run and farm run, and then I'll get into the questing. This is kind of a weird gear setup for Hespori, but I didn't know what else to use, so hopefully this is good enough. Wow, that took a long time. Maybe I could have just used melee. I can't plant this because you need 76 farming, but you would plant it here. And what the Addis seed does is increase the yield of your farming patches everywhere in the game. And the quest grind begins. Since I had to kill Mogres for the diary, I figured I'd go for the flippers as well. They basically make it so that you can run underwater, so like swim faster. 14-year-old me would have loved this quest. Bro, this quest is so deep. Now I just have to enter for their task. Okay, just gonna take a break in AFK. Hopefully I can get 50 range soon. And there's 50 range. Now let's get back to questing. Okay, the quest helper plugin is cool and all, but I think I'm gonna stick with the Slayer music guide for this one. It's just that it doesn't tell you like where the guards should be when you're supposed to run. Okay, Rat Catchers is complete, and now I have the minigame teleport. Well, I guess I can't show you right now, but it can teleport you just to Port Sarim. And when Bean becomes overgrown, I can talk to this girl, and she will turn him into a wily cat. And then I'll be able to name him. Just got the beekeeper top while I was doing one small favor. I didn't have to do one small favor, but I had to complete it like part way for some diaries, but I figured I'd complete it anyways. Nice, 51 Herblore. And since I have 50 Herblore, I can use this lamp from RFD on it. I have 10,000 buckets of sand stored here right now, and I talked to Mudkip and we figured that I need to mine about 14,000 buckets of sand, and then I'll give all of the buckets of sand and all of my giant seaweed to Mudkip for him to do super glass make. And then once he makes all the molten glass, then I'll use it to get 76 crafting. It shouldn't take me too long to get 4,000 more buckets of sand. I mined all of the sand that I need and I had to buy a bunch of buckets, so now I can claim them. Okay, now I'm just giving Mudkip all of the giant seaweed that I have right now and all of my buckets of sand. Oh, memories. I did Arceus Library to 77 rune crafting on my Ultimate Iron Man, so I'm very familiar with this place. I'm just using the safe spot here and going until 65% Lovacaine favor. That way at the end I can just do the quest and unlock all of the minecarts and get 100%. And there's 100% Lovacaine favor. Mudkip made all of the supplies into molten glass, so I'm just gonna AFK for a little bit. Alright, the first diary of Meanie is done. So now I have the Rada's Blessing, which gives me a teleport to the woodlands. And a couple of XP lamps that I'm going to use on Herblore, of course. Now for the next diary, and now I'm just going to be finishing up the Lumbridge diary. You need 75 steel arrows to buy an Ava's accumulator, but fortunately you can just buy steel arrows from her and hop worlds. You can get some impling jars from this guy for free if you talk to him. You can only do that once though. Okay, last task. And now I have 3 daily teleports to the cabbage patch and some more lamps. Last task for the Arty medium diary, and now I have 3 daily teleports to the farm patch north of Arty. While I'm here, I'm just gonna travel with the other eagles too. I don't remember if all 3 of them are a diary task, but I know at least one more of them is. Okay, that was a diary task. I guess all 3 of them were a diary task. So when you're doing this diary task, you have to not only collect this, but click through the dialogue. Otherwise it won't count. Had to learn that the hard way. And there's that diary done. Oh, and 1400 total. Oh, there's 70 farming. Okay, Falador diary's done. Just spent some time blowing glass, but now I'm back to doing diaries. There are some medium tasks I can't do, so I just did the easy diary. Now I have a little friend. Okay, Kandran, easy, and medium diaries done. I think my favorite thing about the Kandran headgear is that it counts as a light source, but you can't extinguish it, so you don't have to bring a tinderbox or anything whenever you go into caves with it. Pretty cool. Got the camo bottoms. I had to teleport out to grab my spade because I forgot it. Yes, there's the gout tuber. Okay, the Karamja diaries are done. Almost forgot one last task, but got that done. And now that Bean is overgrown, I can talk to this person and turn him into a wily cat. And now I can name him. Now he's Bean. He's officially Bean, and now he can catch more things than just rats. I finished almost all of the Mauritania tasks, at least for the easy diary. I won't be able to do the medium for a while, but right now I have a Slayer task, which is trolls, so I'm just gonna finish that, and then I'll be able to get a Slayer task from the guy in Canifis. I was gonna finish my Slayer task before I do more diaries, but it's just taking so long, so I'm just gonna do my diaries first, as much as I can, and then finish that task, and then I'll go get my task in Mauritania and finish that diary. So one of the task for Varrock requires you to get a new kitten. I don't want to get rid of Bean, so if I have to, I'll just build a menagerie in my house. But I think because he's a wily cat, I might be able to get another kitten without having to put him in my menagerie, because on the wiki it says that you can get a new kitten if you have a cat that's overgrown. So let's see. I guess Bean does count as an overgrown cat, because to make a wily cat you have to have it be overgrown, and then train it to be a wily cat. So that works out. What should I name this little guy? The best diary task. Okay, the Varrock diary is done. Okay, I completed the Western Province's easy diary. I could do the medium, but it just sounds like a lot of work and I don't want to do that right now. Okay, Wilderness Diary done. I only did the easy one. The medium Wilderness Diary has some requirements that I don't have, so I won't be doing that for a while. I might do the Western Province's medium diary at some point, but I think for now I'm just gonna do some Slayer to finish my tasks so that I can finish the Mauritania easy diary. Mudkip was almost out of super strength and prayer potions, so I just made him some. My Slayer task is done. Now time to get one in Mauritania. Vampires. Now the Mauritania diary is done. Well, I was thinking about finishing the Western Province's medium diary, but I need a bunch of ogre arrows for it, so I think I'm just gonna wait a few days and collect arrows from rants every day, so hopefully that should get me enough. Well, I'm gonna end the video here. Here are my stats. I should be getting 76 crafting soon, so then we can finally make glories, and I do have some Herblore XP banked. Here are all the diaries I've done. And I almost have 200 quest points now. Here's this tab. And we're currently rank 18. I'm kinda surprised we've been holding around this rank for a while. I think the highest we've gotten is like 16. Pretty cool. Of course, Mudkip gets most of the credit because he has way higher total than me right now, but I'm trying my best. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Remember to live your life like you're the main character, because you are. Goodbye, lovelies.